Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday the 14th of March 2022. In today's Millwall news, we have the 4 takeaways from the weekend's game, the regular piece from londonnewsonline.co.uk. So, what do they have to say? Mill extend their unbeaten run to 7 matches with a 0-0 draw against Middlesbrough on Saturday. Here are Richard Cawley's takeaways. The Championship keeps on delivering. Every season, the promotion chase in English football's second tier seems to be full of drama, and the 21-22 instalment doesn't look set to disappoint in that respect. Before QPR's 2-1 win over Luton Town on Sunday, only 4 points separated the 4th place side and Millwall, who dropped down to 11th after their stalemate the weekend. And even now, the gap between those positions is only 5 points. If Millwall can do the business at home against Huddersfield Town on Wednesday night, then they can move level on points with Sheffield United, who occupy that final playoff spot. It sums up the Championship that the Blades flashed Borough 4-1 last week and then lost by the same scoreline at Coventry City on Saturday. It also underlines what an achievement it is that the Lions have not been beaten since January 22. Biekowski chaining together shutouts. Mill have kept 4 clean sheets in a row, and that has moved Bartosz Biekowski onto 12 shutouts for the season. With 10 matches left to play, it at least opens up the possibility that the goalkeeper, who did not record 1 clean sheet in 28 Championship matches in his final season at Ipswich Town, can still surpass the total he managed last season, 17, and also his first season with the SC16 outfit, 16. Although in saying that, Mill might have to take more risks in the closing weeks to pick up wins and get into those top prized playoff spots. The Lions have been excellent of late defensively, and you couldn't say Biekowski had anything outrageously difficult to do against Borough. He did save at his near post from Aaron Connolly in the second period, but it was relatively routine stuff. Malone wins his duel. Scott Malone was up against one of the league's most exciting prospects, Lambeth-born Messiah Jones, and definitely had the upper hand on the former Tooting and Mitcham youngster. Jones was a touch fortunate to only see yellow for shoving the Lions left wing back after he attempted to lift the South Londoner back to his feet after he went down theatrically from a fair challenge by Mason Bennett. Malone was also cautioned by referee Robert Jones, who fortunately dialed down his desire to dish out bookings in the second half. At one stage it seemed inevitable we would see a dismissal. Jones had a match high 7 dribbles, but crucially did not really get into areas to hurt the home team. His influence waned even more in the second half and was summed up by a series of stepovers that ended with him then taking the ball out of play. Malone had 61 touches, the second highest in Mill's side, and used his experience to nullify a key outlet for Chris Wilder's team. A clash of the form teams. Wednesday night sees the 2 best performing Championship sides go head to head. Huddersfield head coach Carlos Corberán won the Divisional Manager of the Month award for February, with his Lions counterpart Gary Rowett also nominated. Both teams have taken 14 points in the last 6 matches, one more than league leaders Fulham. The Terriers have taken 28 points on the road this season. Only Fulham and Bournemouth have managed more. When you factor in that only West Brom have lost fewer home matches than Millwall, 3 along with 5 other clubs, then it looks set to be a quality matchup. Indeed, no wonder it has been selected for Sky Sports coverage. I believe it's on Sky Sports Football. More on that tomorrow. But there you go. There are the 4 takeaways from the South London Press. So moving now on to this story from the news at den.co.uk. It's about Billy Mitchell. I think he gave an interview. Doesn't do anyone any good to mention it. Mill's Billy Mitchell after Middlesbrough draw. Mill midfielder Billy Mitchell felt Lions fans helped the side get a point against Middlesbrough on Saturday as they stayed in the hunt for the goal I don't want to mention. Mill are 3 points off 6 in Boscara, and his players are being asked more frequently whether they can grab a place in the playoffs, but the Lions have been here before in recent seasons and fallen just short. Mill finished 8th in 17-18 and 19-20 after having a chance to finish 6th with 2 games left. Mitchell feels it doesn't do any good to anyone to mention it. The current mantra is the next game is all that counts. Yes, we take it game by game. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Mill are unbeaten in 7 games and have taken 17 points in that time to get right back into the promotion mix. They won 5 in a row but have now been involved in real scraps to get a point in their last 2 games, following up their 0-0 draw against Blackburn Rovers with another 0-0 draw against Middlesbrough. There was a season high crowd at the Den on Saturday as their latest league game in their quest for that unmentionable target drew in 16,734 fans, more than the FA Cup tie against Crystal Palace, which had 16,646 fans. Mitchell enjoyed the occasion, especially as a Lions fan. Big time. The team are doing alright at the moment. For me and the other boys, there's nothing better than playing in front of a sold-out Den, Mitchell said. It definitely helped us, me personally, because I was knackered after playing a lot of games back to back. I loved it. Perhaps we're peaking at the right time coming into the last part of the season. I think we've just solidified ourselves in terms of not conceding as many goals, which we didn't do in the first part of the season. The fact that we've not conceded has meant that we've been able to go and win games with just a simple set piece, which we're obviously pretty good at. If you can't win, then at least don't get beat and take a point, and that's what we've done. We've good options in defence, they're absolute units. Not only that, but they've been really good defensively. But you've seen Coops has gone and scored a few goals for us as well. We've got the best of both worlds there. Mitchell 20 has played 36 games this season, 10 more than in his previous 2 full seasons combined. Saturday's game was a typical blood and funded championship contest. It was brutal, but that's the championship. You've got to get on with it and accept it. And part of me likes that, Mitchell said. I've really enjoyed it. Last season was frustrating because of the injury at the beginning. My body is still adapting and I'm still young, still learning, but it's going to bode me well going into next year. There's nothing I won't have seen this season. Personally, I'm really happy and glad the staff are giving me the opportunity. My role slightly varies depending on which midfield partner I play with. Perhaps if I'm playing with George Evans and Michael Keftenbeld, I might have a little bit more license to go forward. When I play with George Saville, he's the one that tends to run into the box. But you have to be adaptable. I spoke to the manager the other day and I think he sees me as more of a defensive midfielder. With every game I'm getting more of an idea of what he wants from me. If I can deliver that, then hopefully I'll stay in the team. Mitchell explained how playing regularly has improved his game. I'd say it's just how confident I feel, he said. I wouldn't say there's anything you're going to watch and say that's massively changed from last season. It's more of a feeling of walking out on the pitch and belonging, feeling like I can influence and be a pivotal part of the team for Millwall. That's just the feeling I have myself. It's just nice, and it takes a while to get there. One of the first games after I came back in, I think I played right wing back and it was a home to Blackpool. I remember we had a corner on the right. I was so in my head because I hadn't played for a while. I was thinking, the game is going on, I've got to concentrate here. Whereas now you're much more aware of what's going on, and I think that just comes with time on the pitch. Everyone's different. Zach Lovelace came on today and he's probably one of the most confident characters I know. Not everyone's like that, but I think experience is one of the most valuable things you can have as a footballer. The Lions have played 4 playoff rivals in their last 7 games. They face another Huddersfield at the Den on Wednesday, and Mitchell said, those are the types of games you want to play in. Every game in the Championship is tough, but especially when everyone is fighting for that goal that I don't want to mention. We've got another tough one coming up on Wednesday. All the teams are closely matched at the minute in the top half of the table. I don't think it does anyone any good to mention it. At the end of the day, you can't get too ahead of yourself. My main focus now is recovering from today and going again on Wednesday against Huddersfield. We've got such a good group, not just in terms of quality football players, but also characters. There are no teams I look and think we can't at least get a result against. That's quite a powerful feeling. Indeed, I bet it is, Billy. I bet it is. So there's Billy Mitchell there. Now, moving on to this. What is this? Well, next week is international break. So after we got this Huddersfield game tomorrow on Wednesday, then on Saturday we got Stoke, and then after that the international break cometh, and over the next week and a half there are international games, and it's a chance for some of our players to rest up and regroup, but some of our players will be going away because we have at least 2 call-ups here from this is from bbc.co.uk, the Northern Ireland squad. They have released their players, and you can see here Danny Ballard is one of them and George Saville is the other. So what is happening? So let me just, I'm not going to read all of this. This one here, from here, centre back Ballard, currently on loan at Millwall, is another returnee, having set out the games against the Italians and the Lithuanians due to injury. Yeah, so he's been injured, of course, and now that he's back, they want him back in the squad. Of course, naturally they do. And you can see here, Danny Ballard, Millwall on loan from Arsenal. He's in the squad, and you can see here, George Saville, Millwall, one of the midfielders called up to the squad. So there you go. There you go. So the games they have are Northern Ireland are away to Luxembourg on the 25th of March. That's Friday, and host Hungary at Windsor Park on 29th January. Oh, that's not what they're playing. So who are they actually playing in this break then? Oh, they are playing Hungary. Why does it say January then? Is that supposed to say March? Why does it say 29th of January? I think that's meant to say 29th of March, which is a Tuesday. Okay. So yeah, so Northern Ireland are playing Luxembourg and Hungary. Massive games, of course. And 2 Millwall players are involved, so there you go. And we're going to finish up today with this. It's the Millwall Loanwatch, which has been taken up by millwallfc.co.uk. The latest Loanwatch. So what's happening here? Fortunes were mixed for Millwall's loanees last weekend. The one winner was goalkeeper Joe Wright. Yeah, he seems to be doing pretty well down at Cray Wanderers. He played between the sticks at Cray Wanderers, where they were 3-2 victors at Bognor Regis Town in the Isthmian Premier League. Arthur Penny drew 1-1 at home to Bath City, playing for Welling United. And Isaac Alofi's comeback from injury did not come soon enough for Sutton United's progression to a Wembley Stadium final in the Papa John's Trophy, nor a League 2 defeat to Walsall on Saturday. So Isaac Alofi's missed the last 2 games for Sutton, one of which was the semi-final when they are in the Papa John's Trophy final. It's not bad for them. And Junior Tenzia, Alex Mitchell and Dan Moss were all not involved, as Dartford lost 4-2 to Chippenham Town, and Leyton Orient played out a goalless draw at Hartlepool United. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't want to mention, so Welling United drew 1-1 at home to Bath City, and that result actually was the straw that broke the camel's back for Welling United. They fired their manager Peter Taylor, the ex-England manager Peter Taylor. That guy, he was at Welling United, and they fired him after only drawing 1-1 with Bath City. So there you go. And if someone's not happy there, here are the upcoming fixtures if you wanted to have a look at them. So for some reason, Cray Wanderers are playing on a Sunday. Is that right? That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Is it an FA Trophy? An FA Trophy game? Are they ground sharing with someone, so then they can't play at their own ground on a Saturday? I don't know, that's weird. But anyway, there's a game there if you want to take it in. Of course, like I said before, the international break is the week after, so there's not going to be any Millwall games. So that's a good opportunity if you wanted to watch any of these players, or taking a local non-league game anyway. Give that a thought, because there you go. There are the other games as well. There's a lot of games happening tomorrow, actually, Tuesday the 15th of March. A lot going on there, and we'll see how that pans out. I'll let you know how that goes on in tomorrow's video. Yeah, so there you go. That is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.